thank you for being here with me. And tell us, what inspired you to do Chocolate with Sprinkles? What was the inspiration behind this film?
Well, I'm so pleased to be here. I'm so thankful because I love the Winter Film Festival. This is my second time being in the festival.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Last year we won Best New York City Film.
Yes,
So
I was there.
it's such an honor to be here again this year representing with Chocolate with Sprinkles. And the film is, inspired by my parents who owned and operated a donut shop in Cleveland, Ohio. And for as long as any of us, my brothers and sisters, I have 7 brothers and sisters, as long as we were, old enough to sweep flour, we were in that donut shop working alongside my parents. So the film really is in honor of them. It's in celebration of them. It's a film about a married couple who, after 25 years, get a chance to do something they haven't done in 25 years, which is work on their marriage.
Yes. It's a very touching film. And first of all, I want to say congratulations for winning the ABFF, which is affiliated with HBO, just being nominated for the Essence, I believe you said.
NAACP. Image Awards.
So that's just finding out that news is congratulations. Your film has won Sundance, so many film festivals, so many awards such as Sundance and...
Well, we didn't win at Chocolate with Sprinkles wasn't in Sundance this year.
Oh, your other...
Yes, some of my other films have been there as a producer.
But you've been a winner at all these films.
Yeah.
And that's incredible.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that? The fact that, sorry to cut you off, but the fact that now you're doing writer and director on this part, with this film, how does that feel? Wearing that crown?
It is really amazing to know that the film is touching so many people, and that the film, is resonating for them. Like I said, it's inspired by my parents, and the film is really near and dear to my heart for that reason. But it just makes me feel good that people watch the film and they are moved by it. And that's why you make films. Yeah. That's why you tell stories. You tell stories to, offer a window or a mirror, and people are seeing themselves reflected back in aspects of their own life, reflected back, and it's touching. It's really touching for me as a filmmaker.
When you say reflecting, seeing themselves, you saw yourselves did you see yourself as a daughter? Yeah. In that film?
I did in some ways. It's me and my older brother who still runs the donut shop.
Awesome.
It's called Fat Boy Donuts in Cleveland, Ohio. If you're ever in Cleveland, go to
Fat Boy Donuts.
Yeah, Fat Boy Donuts. And it's, in some ways, Yazi is reflective of me a little bit because I'll always be that little girl looking up at my parents, with wonder and with so much reverence and love and respect. But those 2 characters are kind of an amalgamation of all 7 of my brothers and sisters. There's 8 of us in total.
Wow. And the actors who played your parents, who represent your parents, what was that like to see Reno, I believe is his name, representing the image of, your dad? Was it no, my dad wouldn't have said it that way. My dad wouldn't. Was it like that when you did the film?
No, it wasn't like that at all. You know what? I didn't really. They did such a phenomenal job.
They did.
All of the actors did such a phenomenal job. Reno did an amazing job. Keisha Thompson, who plays Mary, did such a phenomenal job.
Yes.
Cameron Jones plays Max, and Lillian Gilbert plays Yazi, and then even the special cameo of Angel, Nate Allen Smith, who did a phenomenal job and added so much humor and comedy to that scene with just his facial expressions, his mannerisms, his comedic timing. I mean, they did such a fantastic job. It was just such a pleasure making the film. We just had so much fun on set, and after scenes, they would just knock it out of the park. And I would just, it was smooth sailing, So I didn't really emotionally, it wasn't a comparison like that. It wasn't until we got into post where I started to show the film to, people for feedback, other filmmakers, other editors, that I really respect and admire. And they started commenting on the characters themselves, not on the performances, but the characters. and saying like, oh, why would Mary say that to him? And why would Art do this? And I was like, hey, that's my mom and my daddy, stop it. You know, but then yeah, exactly. But then I had to say, Huriyyah, no, this is not your parents. This is inspired by your parents. But these are two totally different, characters on screen.
Yeah, but I love the humor, especially the part where Mary kept running out, like, I gotta go see my babies. And she kept running out and coming back. And I said, wow, when is that's really gonna happen? But I won't tell that part. Like, you gotta see it. Okay. But that part was hilarious. And the part where she was like, look up my maiden name. Check my maiden. I fell out laughing because he was like, wait, what? So, I don't want to give too much away. You guys gotta see it. But what is your next plateau for writing and directing? What's your next, or if you can share it?
Yeah,
share
so
with us.
certainly. So from a film perspective, I'm definitely developing the feature of Chocolate with Sprinkles, because there's definitely more to that story.
Yes.
And the way that audiences have resonated with just the short, it just tells me, it's very inspiring, and it tells me that there is a desire to see a feature. Because when people see the short, they're like, wait a minute, I wanted more. Yeah, I wanted more. And so that just is like, okay, we gotta do it. So I'm working on that. Awesome. And then I have, I'm pushing also into television. Episodic directing. I've been doing a lot of television shadowing, which is really difficult, and as the industry is right now, to actually get shadow opportunities. So I've been very grateful for that. And just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. The industry is changing so rapidly, and not only so rapidly, but just revolutionary changes, in such a short period of time that nobody really knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So you just have to really be flexible and have faith, and also just know that I'm very fortunate because I started as a producer, so I do have the ability to create my own work in a way that many writers and directors, they do not have. So I feel very grateful about that I have such a unique ability to tell stories, because I have connections and I have, certain things that a lot of people don't have. So I'm just taking it one day at a time and working on a feature and pushing into episodic, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next month at the festival, and I'm excited for you. Congratulations again. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Are mom and dad angels now?
"25 years. History. Legacy. What the hell was Max thinking?"
Dad's up there getting on Mom's last nerve. He's not worried about this shot, okay?
Where you going?
To see my children.
Wait a minute, we need to figure this out.
I miss him just as much as you do. But this shot, I ain't gonna miss this shot. All they used to do is fight up in here.
Even in death, you have not changed. You are not listening.
You want to figure this out or not?